What's up with the people? What the people's at, though? What's up with the good peoples? Yeah, what's the word? What's the word? Top of the good end. Show ass up. Why I want to hear all that? What's up, Hogan? What's the motherfucking word, bro? My hair post with my son, little badass. Come ride. Huh. Oh. I was talking about something on my last little live, bro, on Hogan. I brought a subject up about, um, basically like older homies and people in our community, bro. You feel me? Like people in our community that be really from our community and they haven't really took too much time off from being around. Like they ain't did no time in jail. They ain't really did nothing. Like, you feel me? Like, yeah, they been low, yeah, they went through all this shit. We respect them, we love them, but do y'all think there's an age group to stop teaching young niggas? Who trying to politic? Oh, you hear him? He up here tripping, though. Look. He up here tripping. Yellow self. What you doing? You got my shot in your mouth? Yeah, he up here tripping, though. Hey, nah, I was saying, though, I'm looking at my son, too, bro, and it's like, hey, look, this is what I wanted to know, right? I'm hoping for the low to this motherfucker. Drop an orange in the chat, right? Because I was thinking about something, bro, and, you know, when I pull up on young, older homies and shit, and I see the younger niggas, right? I don't, like, is it me, bro? I hope I don't mind being that nigga to see a little nigga and tell him, look, bro, come here, little nigga, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? Look, my little niggas jump out the other day, they made $400, they was happy, bro. I don't know what they did, but they didn't do nothing negative to go get the money, bro. On Hoover, they pulled up, and I was trying to tell them, look, go get you some weed, bro. Stop smoking, get you some weed. Just trying to give them a hustle or something, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Go, like, I'm saying, go, get you a vending machine, like, some little shit, right? And then I'll be having conversations, like the younger niggas be taking like advice from a nigga, or they be hearing a nigga, like they, you know what I'm saying? I don't never had no issue with the younger niggas, bro, right? But it's like when I talk to the older homies, and it's multiple older homies, right? They be in the set, and they be hanging around, they be hanging out. I never seen so many homies that's willing to, withheld education and game out here in the streets, bro. Like, everybody sitting up there singing the same tune, talking about these niggas don't listen and little niggas this and that, right? Ain't nobody here to make nobody listen, bro. Like, I don't know, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where did the big homies drop the ball, bro? Like, this is something that's been like on my mind though for a minute, and I'm just like, I be seeing it more often now. So when shit be fucked up, everybody quick to say the little niggas don't listen, the little niggas this and that, and it's like, bro, we're not here to make no little nigga listen, right? But I hate how you try to tell homies and they got this mindset where, oh, I'm gonna go to jail, bro. You not here to tell them what to do. You're not here to make them self-destruct. You here to see when they doing something wrong, snatch their ass up and say, look, little nigga, we don't do that over here. You know, we don't get down like that, homie. That ain't Hoover, bro. If I see you niggas doing some weird shit and there's an old lady out here and I'm looking like y'all could potentially rob her or hurt her, right? Stop that, bro. That ain't right. You got family, nigga. You got older people. You got people in your family. Like stop it. Like, I'm not saying like tell them, oh nigga, y'all need to go bust. I'm not saying though y'all need to do. I'm not saying that. I'm saying though the consistency of giving niggas the right guidance and the right teachings, right? It go further than just seeing a little nigga and telling them to go bust, or seeing a little nigga and telling them to go shoot somebody, or go to jail, be a real nigga, keep a gun on you. Like, nah, I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about You real nigga and you elope and you been around here and you been in jail and you got some seniority and you got some respect in your hood, bro. And you a real nigga and they love you and they respect your groove and they respect your integrity, right? When you bounce out and you tell them little niggas, hey, why y'all hanging out, bro? Y'all got a pistol? Go in the house, bro. They supposed to respect you and say, the homie have the best interest for my safety, cuz. Nah, he's telling me not to hang out because he think he just running the set and he making me go in the house. No, listen, bro. Come here, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look. Hey, y'all know y'all ain't got no pistol out here, my little nigga. Man, go behind them cars. Hey, go hang out in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all got some little, hey, come here, look, I got this little play. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy over here got these pounds 400. It's about 6 of y'all out here, bro. Like these are type, like, I don't know, bro, but I hate how homies felt like they taught enough to the niggas before us and they passed it down to us, and because they gave them some game between it, you not supposed to continue to get the game out. On Hoover, that's some hoe ass shit, bro. That's some bitch ass shit. On Hoover, and that's just to me, that's some hoe ass shit, bro. Anyone that's gatekeeping with the gang, bro, with the real gang that we got out here, on Hoover, don't be gatekeeping. Shut your ass up. Don't be gatekeeping, bro. We gotta stop gatekeeping the game, bro, and stop trying to hold on to when in my day, back in my day, when in my home. Man, fuck all that your day shit, nigga. Today is your day because every day your ass in the set. Every day your ass acting like one of us. Every day you watching this shit go by. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just crazy because a lot of these niggas never did no time in a lot of time, bro, and they never was gone for 5, 6, more than 5 years. So. And a lot of niggas, I'm just looking, I'm like, damn, there's more niggas that's been going out here that's did a gang of time that's more stationary and like stationary and more together. Like, it's look, I've been in jail 12 years, right? And it's real shit. I still talk to everyone that I was in prison with, right? Like, far as my homies, them the ones I'm closest with. It don't be the niggas that I grew up with. I'm not closer to the ones I grew up with. Like, yeah, we have a relationship, yeah, we know each other, whatever, right? But it's like a lot of them niggas I grew up with wasn't on what I was on when I was younger, bro. I was way more advanced than them niggas. They started off late. When I got my time, a lot of these niggas became who they was. They wasn't nobodies like that. And I'm not saying they was like, but they really been from the set. They been living over here forever, right? But that gang banging culture and the like, when I got put on 9 Deuce on Hoover, bro, me and Baby Bolo got put on, we changed 9 Deuce, bro. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about. The younger generation, we changed the way niggas looked at us because 9 Deuce had a gang of dusty niggas. 9 Deuce, yeah, they was active, yeah, but we had a gang of dusty niggas. We didn't have no bitches. We wasn't fly. You didn't have niggas that was like in fight. But like, I mean, yeah, we had it all the way around, but we was still fly too. And we was bringing niggas, and we had the bitches. So it's like it conducted a whole thing to where we started GSB, nigga. And GSB, that changed. You know what I'm saying? We changed like a whole, like, so. And I get that a lot when I'm like, bro, when y'all niggas got put on around 2003, 2004, that's when you start seeing the younger niggas start getting thick from 9 Deuce. We brought a big crowd, a big following, right? And I said it to say that the niggas that was before us taught us right. So I never felt bad about giving out game. I never felt bad about teaching the homies something that the homies taught me before so it can get passed on. But I be seeing a lot of niggas be trying to withhold game, right? And they be trying to keep the game to separate themselves from the niggas out here right now. And it don't even fucking matter, bro. If you got some game and you can impute knowledge, bro, don't ever give up from telling the little nigga, hey, bro, this ain't right. It ain't nothing like a nigga who made it out this shit, bro. That's still in the fight, telling you, bro, this ain't what you want, bro. On Hoover. Hey, it ain't, let me say that one more time for the people in the back, right? On Hoover gang shit, nigga, it ain't nothing like a nigga still in the war and still in the fight telling you, bro, this is not the fight you want to fight. Just imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro, it's always the niggas that's tapping out, or the niggas that's not with the community, that's not positive, or that's not trying to prosper this shit in a positive way, be talking about, man, I ain't fucking with these little niggas. Cause you ain't got nothing to offer these niggas. You ain't got nothing to offer these niggas. Only thing you got to offer, bro, is your negative perception of shit. They negative perception of shit to keep the chaos going so they can make themselves like they the real niggas. Man, fuck all that, nigga. If you a real nigga, you grab you a little nigga, bro, and you show that little nigga, look, bro, I didn't have to go tap out. I didn't have to go do no weird shit. I didn't have to go do none of that shit. I ain't had to go do none of that shit to tell you, bro, that this ain't what you want to do. That's all I'm saying, bro. Why we gotta wait until a nigga tap out and do some weird shit to be on here. Like I be looking at the internet, right, and hoping y'all let me know if what y'all think about this, right? Because I feel like it's a damn shame to where we doing so much of nothing in the world, nothing in our communities, like nothing. We doing nothing, period. To where niggas is sitting up on listening to niggas in jail, and niggas in jail is shaping y'all perception out here. And I remember a time, you know, and I sat on the 12 years, bro, in the cell. I used to like just dream about what the world had going. If I was missing shit out, you know what I'm saying? If I was like, damn, I'm missing out on the world. Like I can't wait to be out there. You know, like the world is worlding, bro, on Hova. Now, you got niggas on the internet talking about a gang of bullshit that's in jail and a gang of niggas on the streets sitting up here entertaining that shit, bro, and letting people shape their reality of what politics is, because a nigga in jail done tapped out. You know how many niggas that's S&Y 50-50 right now that's on this motherfucker that keep on, bro, nobody want to hear from y'all niggas, bro, because you niggas is fucking up for the real niggas. We don't give a fuck about how many niggas you beat up. We don't give a fuck about how many niggas you shot. We don't give a fuck about how many niggas you killed. Because let me tell y'all something, right? This is what I hate seeing about the blogs on niggas. This is why when they did my story, I'm glad they didn't get to the cases. I'm glad they didn't get to know all that old other shit to try to make a nigga seem like this type of game nigga, right? But you notice ain't nobody jumped on this internet and bashed me. Ain't no, out of all these tough niggas, all these gangbangers, all these niggas that's supposed to be somebody, ain't nobody got on there and said that nigga Triggerbird a bitch. That mark ass nigga. On Hova, nigga. Ain't no nigga got on there and disputed nothing I said, bro, because on Hova I done been around these niggas, and I ain't no buster, bro. I ain't been marked out. On Hova I ain't did nothing to fuck the game, bro. And that's the niggas would have loved to be on there. I'm from Hova. What? And Triggerbird? Nigga on Hova, nigga love to be on there talking about the nigga Young Bird. And yeah, on Hova, but you can't say nothing about the nigga, bro. You feel me? It's crazy. So, but you said who y'all talking about? Heard who was telling? But it's like a nigga be, let's see what's up with GD3, I don't know. Hey look, it's like a nigga be like, listen to this shit, right? These niggas, and I'm like, bro, if you never been to jail, this what y'all do not understand, bro. If you never been to jail, you won't know this. When I see these stories of niggas, I be laughing, because I'm like, everything you did to get in jail, don't nobody give a fuck about, bro. Listen, bro, only 50-50 niggas and only niggas that's bad, bro, give a fuck about what they did before they got to jail, bro. And when you go on a real yard, don't nobody give a fuck about nothing that you did, bro, before you got to jail. On Hoover, we don't care, because everybody in jail for murder. You got niggas in jail right now, nigga, they ain't never did it on Hoover, nigga, but they pushing the line. They real ones, bro. They stood down for the niggas, and everybody know they didn't do it, but they stood down, right? So, and you got niggas who be nobodies on the streets, nigga, and they get to jail, and they have a whole, now they just somebody, like, they trying hard to redeem themselves to be somebody. On Hoover, we see that a lot. So I hate when niggas be having these stories like, oh, I was Mr. Do this, do that on the streets, and I was a killer, and this and this. Nigga, bro, when you get to jail, none of that shit matters what you did to no nigga on the streets. Come here, Fats. Nobody give a fuck about what you did to nobody on the streets, bro. Because everybody in here for real cases. It's about what you do in jail, how you stay down in jail, what's your conduct, how you get down, what's your push. That's all that matters to niggas when you come to jail. So I hate when niggas be like, oh, they get on this motherfucker. You know this is all 50-50 niggas, bro. You don't hear no real niggas that's still pushing, that's still going through this shit, get on here talking about all the shit they did to people on the streets. You don't hear that, bro. Because niggas understand whatever you did on the streets don't fucking matter in jail. That's the shit that they don't talk about. And I be like, listen to niggas, and I'm like, bro, I don't know where you niggas jailed at and what you niggas been through, bro, but we had totally two different experiences, bro. Hopefully, like, I had a phone in prison. I couldn't even tell a nigga next door I had a phone. These niggas on the internet, on the main line, having, and I ain't hating on no nigga that's getting their money, no nigga that's out there. I hope I'm not. But I'm just saying, bro, I've been in prison to where I can't even let the porter know I got a phone. And I can't even have my motherfucking, I can't even pull my curtain, because you don't want niggas to walk by, look in your cell and see you got a phone, right? So you gotta understand, bro, like, it's kind of like different, Hoover. So for niggas to be going viral and be on the internet talking about all this shit going on, it make me think two things, bro. what deal do you got with these police to where they not fucking with you? And another one is, what type of niggas is you around that's allowing you to run to the internet and tell everything that's going on these yards, bro? Like that shit. Come on, Fast. Okay. What's going on? What's going on, baby? You tripping? What's going on, man? He trying to politic with us, bro. You trying to politic with us? Huh? You trying to politic with us? Nah, real shit, bro. Like, think about this, bro. I used to have my career. I've been on level 4, right? I don't know about no other level, so I don't know how that works. But I know how it works when you on level 4, right? You know, depending on if you're on 180, if you're 270, depends, right? But I'm saying though, you don't even want your curtain pulled too much because you want them to be able to look in the cell when they walk by, so that way people don't know you got a phone, right? You really protect, you really cautious on who you pass your phone through when you let niggas see your phone. You like, nah, bro, you come by when you get out the shower. Or look, nigga, you woo, right? You're not letting everybody know you got this phone. So my thing for niggas that sit up on these bunks and they run off and tell everything, like how do something go happen at yard and you run back and say, hey, nigga, this, bro, like that shit is crazy to me. Like what kind of deals are you niggas cutting? And if you niggas not cutting these deals with these people, what type of homies is y'all around? Like, it's like, what type of niggas, like that's how you know there ain't no real niggas around, bro. And whether y'all know it or not, these niggas do not want to write up, bro. And you see these niggas, look, this for 50-50 niggas, this for niggas on the main line, all this, right? Tell them niggas to show y'all last time they had a write up. And what was they write up for? Tell them, like, you would see a nigga on the 50-50 yard talking about he trying to go home, but he got a phone. How the fuck you trying to go home and you got a motherfucking phone, bro? You got a phone, nigga. You got a whole phone talking to the whole world every morning around the same time, going live, dropping videos all day, and you talking about something, you want to go home. Then the niggas that is on the main line that be popping it, nigga, you only stand on the main line long enough to report everything going on in prison because you really want to tell. You want to tell bad, bro. Like a lot of these niggas, listen, bro, a nigga don't have to go to jail to tell. Like, a nigga don't have to be, a case don't have to be investigated for a nigga to tell. A lot of these niggas feel like they made it past their case and they here now. So they're going back and reporting everything that's going on in real time when people still doing what they do, bro. Like, it don't make sense. Like, look, what does it, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you, look, what sense does it make? Look, what sense does it make for a nigga to stay solid on his case, stay solid through the county, stay solid for everything, just for you to get all this time to sit on the bunk and run back to a phone every motherfucking day reporting live news like you the fucking, like an anchor. Like, bro, you not know news anchor is? Like, if you in jail, you should be commentating about the things that's going on in the real world. And you should be talking about how if you was out here, how you be trying to change it, or how shit changing in there and how the difference. These niggas in jail not talking about real experiences, bro. They not talking about how they come 3-4 in the morning, goon squad come get your ass, hit your cell. You ain't got enough time to hoop the shit. You ain't got enough time to flush. They not talking about how to no game. They not giving up no game. This is what I'm saying, bro. Think about this, right? Think about this, right? These niggas will sit up here and tell you all day who got stabbed, who got beat up, who's the buster, but they're not gonna tell you in jail, look, bro, you have to be careful on the niggas you talk to in here, what you tell people. Be careful on the activity, how niggas get down, because a lot of these niggas be busters, right? And let me see, hit the yard and go. Look, like a lot of niggas do buster shit, right? And niggas don't know how to do this. Hey, look, man, you know, be careful in the yard. I ain't never heard no nigga in prison. What you doing? You eating tissue? I haven't heard no nigga in prison giving up no real game, bro. Like, I'm talking about game like this. Hey, tell the young niggas be careful because, you know, every time you go in and you on a level 4, every time you go in out the building, nigga, they gonna strip you. They gonna make you, you want to walk through this metal detector, or you gotta keep opening up your ass. Every time you want to go to yard, you gotta get asshole naked and make sure that they know you ain't got nothing on you. Or when you come in here, some niggas want you to bend over, swap a car. When you go see your family, they want you to squat and cough before you go out there to visit. And when you come back, you gotta squat and cough again. Hey, my nigga, they come hit your cell, they gonna put you in the shower with a nigga asshole naked. They don't tell you shit like that. They don't tell you shit like, hey, they don't tell you shit like, Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, my little nigga, this how these niggas manipulate you. Like, tell these niggas to talk about how they got manipulated and they got sent to where they is, bro, where they at. On Hova, like this real shit. Like, I'm talking like this. I didn't see niggas get flipped in prison like this. An older nigga, he'll know what's going on, right? So all the older niggas, they say when it's your time to go, you the last to know. All the older niggas will talk about something, and this older nigga probably it's his turn. Because all the older niggas like, nigga, bro, you been, and he trying to slide out of it, but you a young nigga, you always running your mouth. They gonna go to you and say, hey, come here. Let's just use my initials. Hey, come here, YB. What's up, bro? Hey, you heard about the homie? Whoop, whoop. What's up? What can I do? Hey, they come to your door. Man, he'll tell you the whole rundown, right? They tell you the whole rundown. They tell you what everybody's saying about the nigga. And they would never say what they saying. They leave out what they feel about the situation, right? They won't tell you what they feel. They won't tell you what the homies told him. He won't even tell you how he know about the situation. He'll say he heard, and this is what the homies talking about. He'll leave himself out, but he'll give you all the rundown and the details. Just for this here, you say, oh yeah, he did what? Oh, we on that nigga now. We about to get that nigga. Oh yeah? Oh, what? They're waiting for a response for you to say, they look like you finna get active. And then they're gonna go back and tell the homies, hey, yeah, you know why B said they own that nigga. Right now, you done signed up and committed to some shit that you don't even want to do, that you didn't even mean to do. It's just that you listen to this stupid ass nigga because it's his turn to go. And he done talked you into it. And now you done committed yourself to go all because you listened to this nigga and gave him some feedback about what you would do to the nigga because you thought you was in the clear because he told you some other niggas was gonna do it. That ain't how it work. A nigga in prison will flip you, bro. On Hova, what you supposed to do when a nigga come tell you something in prison, the first thing you do is tell him, how do you feel? You tell that nigga, how do you feel, nigga? Well, yeah, they said that? Yeah, well, so what you gonna do about it? That's the first thing I ask a nigga, because I know I'm a knock groove out on Hova. Any nigga that's been in prison with me know, bro, I didn't went over 9 times, and I've never been sent like, oh, why we go? Never. I never had no homie tell me, you need to go do that, ever, nigga, on Hova Street. That's on Lil Bird, ever, nigga. And if I know it's wrong, it don't even got to be on me. If I see Groove first, we on Cuz. What are you talking about? Like, as soon as Cuz get through the gate, or as soon as we see Groove and the homie, because I don't want the homies to fuck me up, bro. I don't want the homies to get up on me, my nigga, on Hova. I don't want the homies to see that I'm wrong and I didn't handle my business by seeing a nigga and they done got up on me on Hova. So I'm on Cuz. Half the time, you know what I'm saying, we at yard or we coming from school or something. So I'm just saying, though, you don't see niggas in jail with these phones giving up real game. Only thing they doing is talking about what the fuck they did on the streets in the county jail. So what? Half you niggas was nobody. Half you niggas was busters, got beat up. I'm not saying everybody, but understand, bro. Understand this, bro. How many times we seen niggas come to the set, they get marked out, beat up, slapped up, and then they gotta go on the mission. And they go on the mission and they go do their shit, right? And they try to come hang back in the yard. Bro, you can't come hang back in the yard like you a nigga. Bro, we'll beat your ass, nigga. The homie just beat you up for not coming around. The homie just grooved you. Yeah, you probably beat the homie in fighting. Yeah, you probably out-grooved him. But nigga, on Hova, nigga, you had an issue and you was a buster, nigga. And we just know, nigga, you ain't like that. We gotta force you to do this. On Hova, let's be real, bro. On Hova, let's be real. So a nigga be like, damn, like, I be seeing that shit like, damn, cuz, like, damn, like, nah, fuck all that, bro. Niggas in jail, y'all don't be giving up game, cuz. On Hova. Nah, fuck you, cuz. Fuck you. Nah, real shit though, cause look, I be looking like, bro, on Hova, like, where's the game at? I'm tired of niggas on 50-50 yards. How are these niggas on 50-50 yards and I'm not hearing the other side of the 50? I'm only hearing the bad side of the 50. I'm hearing like the fucked up side of 50. What happened to the good side of the 50? Hey, you don't hear no good side of the 50 niggas coming out like, look, bro, I only seen one Serenio, the Mexican dude, right? Cuz came out. He said, yeah, you know what, nigga, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation. I told them niggas I ain't getting off on Hova, bro. He the only nigga on the other side of the 50 that, you know what I'm saying? You don't hear no niggas on the other side of the 50 like, you know what, bro? You hear the bad side of the 50. If it's a 50-50 yard, nigga, we need the other people to talk. We tired of all the bad people talking. We tired of all the bad people coming along talking about what they did in the past. We don't give a fuck, bro. On Hova, and obviously don't nobody give a fuck because you wouldn't have got your ass beat up in prison. You wouldn't have got fucked up in prison. A lot of these niggas, they was thugging in the county jail. But when they got to prison, bro, they was busters. Like, when they had to go sit down and have a living situation and be a man, it's different, bro. You can hide in the county jail, you can hide who you are, cuz. This is why the nigga Stu Boy Blue is able to go, right? He able to go. I mean, my profession, nigga, I've been driving trucks. I had a trucking company since I've been out, nigga, on Hova. I'm a teamster. I set up booths in convention centers. I do a lot, cuz, on Hova. I'm gonna just keep it G. I don't sit up and just be on the internet. Like, any nigga know me, I've been having money. I've been on Hova. I've been having my own shit, cuz I ain't just no nigga on here trying to, like, I've been a nigga on Hova Street, on Vert Game. So this shit don't do nothing for me, bro. This is why I don't care about no interviews. This is why I don't care about none of this shit. I be on here because I be commentating, hoping I get through to the real ones, bro. The ones that's really like us, like the ones that understand it, because we don't hear the good peoples on the. You hear Braze, but Braze is a fucking weirdo. Like, Braze is a weirdo, bro. And it's like, yeah, he get on there, he commentate on shit, but nigga, you not the influence that you have. You not really giving up no real game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that for niggas on the real yards. Like, he's a niggas on the yard consistently on there too. It's a lot of these, well, not a lot of dudes. I'm talking about niggas that's went viral, right? So I'm talking about when you have a thing for you can give out some real game, and we hearing, I'm seeing every day on the internet, it's 50-50 niggas that's giving up game. It's 50-50 niggas that's talking, but they not even talking about no real game. They're talking about don't come to jail, and they trying to get out, and what they did. And they going against these niggas on the real yards, right? But my whole thing is, where's the education? Where is the give me some experiences inside of jail besides some fights. Like, tell us how the yard is when you hit that yard and you know a nigga finna get fucked up, and you can feel the silence on the yard. Like, you can see, like, okay, nigga, if I come to yard, they say when it's your turn to go, you're the last to know. So when you hit that yard, bro, when you hear it get too quiet and you can see everybody, you see the neighborhoods over there looking, you see these dudes over there looking, you see these Mexicans, these white boys, and everybody in these sections in the yard quiet. Tell us how we can read a yard. Tell me how, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what's going on in your car, you damn near finna get got. Look, when it's your turn to go, you're the last to know. They gotta come tell you, hey man, we finna do something to our folks. Watch out. So they gonna tell all their people, hey, come here, bro. Hey, come over here. Don't be over there. Hey, the Hoover's gonna get they gonna get your boy whoop the whoop. This, you know what I'm saying? Or hey, the Hoover's gonna handle something. They're not gonna never tell you who we gonna get, because we don't tell them exactly who we get. We gonna tell them we about to handle something. Hey, we finna go handle something, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on Hoover. Hey, bro, I do Teamster, bro. I'm a Teamster inside the convention centers. I put up them big ass booths and shit for like you see how they got them big ass mixers and all. I'm gonna give you an example. It'd be a big ass mixers. I do we do levels too. You feel me? Multi-level little things and shit for put up and down little boosts and shit. That's good money, cuz on Hova it's good money. They get paid up to $110, not me. I be getting paid $30, $35 and shit an hour. But some people they get paid up to $110, bro, an hour on Hova Street. You get your little team and shit. Shout out to my nigga Marcus, man. Shout out to my nigga Black too, G Black on Hova, nigga, and my nigga E on Hova. They have me off that job. Good job though. Hey, so my whole thing is though, with the people, like, niggas don't like. Yes sir. I'm a buster, but ain't nobody came on the internet and said nothing though. I'm waiting for a nigga to come out and be like, this nigga's a hook. I marked that nigga out. I want somebody to come say they slapped me with a shower shoe. I'm waiting for a nigga to tell me they came and knocked me out. I'm waiting for a nigga to come tell you that they had a huddle about DPing me on the yard, or I had a drug debt that I couldn't pay, or I ran off with some money, or my homies wanted to fuck me up and kick me in the ass, some shit like that. I ain't never had no shit like that, bro. GSB, you niggas be on here with hooks, like the bad peoples. You niggas be on here saluting the bad peoples, but the bad peoples ain't giving y'all no type of educational game, cuz they ain't kicking nothing that you can learn from. Niggas on here trying to develop their personalities about who they fought. Man, that shit gay, cuz. If you on here still worrying about who you fought in the county jail to make you somebody, you was a bitch. Dead homies, you was a hoe. Nigga's a hoe, bro. Nigga on this motherfucker trying to be somebody about who they fought in the county jail and who they shot, you was a hoe. Oh, Hova, nigga, who are you today and what have you did today, nigga? We don't give a fuck about what you did in the past. We don't care how you was a buster, how you got high, how you got beat up. Your homies made you go shoot. And then when you woke up in the police station, we realized these niggas wasn't even lokes like that. They was high off meth. or they was fucking smokers out there, or they was busters, and they got forced to go do something. No, hold it, bro. That's how it be. Look, anybody that's from the streets know long enough, bro. A lot of these niggas is not like that. They been out here on the streets listening to Plies and Boosie, and they got under the influence off of drugs or whatever they was on, cuz. They got under the influence off of drugs or whatever the fuck they was on. Woke their ass up in a police station and caught a case. That's the fucked up part about it, right? And then they go to jail and be trying to praise their case. Man, bro, fuck your case, bro. Because a lot of these niggas don't even be nobody. Like, you's a buster, you go to jail, you done got booted in the ass, or you done did some gay shit in your hood, like Stu Boy, and all of a sudden you go to jail and you want to fight. And then you think we finna sit up here and listen to you talking about all the niggas that you didn't fault, like you just some type of like nigga. We don't give a fuck who you redeemed yourself on, bro. When you got to that yard and it wasn't no bullshit and you had to be yourself every day and you had to keep your word, and you in that prison yard and your word got to be something every day. Not you just being in the dorm and a nigga chasing you off a dorm. You stayed down for 2-3 weeks. And then you went to another dorm, stayed down for 4-5 days. They called you up to roll it up. You fought another nigga, went to court. Man, shut the fuck up, bro. On Hoover. We all did that. I'm from Hoover, bro, so I'll go through that shit a lot, right? That's why we Hoover niggas, you don't hear us praising what we go through, bro. If we did on Hoover, nigga, we went through way more than a lot of these niggas, because these niggas don't even got more enemies than us. They don't even have more enemies than us. So the fights that y'all be having be off dope depths and shit. Or y'all niggas trying to appease another nigga. A lot of our fights be directly our enemies, bro, on gangbang activity. Not no because we in a Crip module, so we gonna fight the Bloods because we Crips. And nigga, no. Hovers, we got directly descended shit going on, bro. I don't give a fuck what module we in. We gonna have enemies in the Crip module. We gonna have enemies in the Blood module. We gonna have enemies, bro. Period. But my whole thing be, in jail, once you go to prison, nothing that you did on the street matters. Now, y'all let me know if I'm wrong, because I've been on the level 4, bro. I've been in jail and where, it's buster niggas that's in jail. I done seen niggas that got marked out by real homies. One of the homies from Five Dudes, bro. And I ain't gonna say his name, but rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the homie, bro. But, you know what I'm saying? He's to mark out the Fat Rat. Fat Rat is to mark out a nigga, bro, right? And I'm not saying the nigga that killed him was a bitch, but he's the mark a nigga out that was from a clique, right? It's from a clique. When I hear the homies to be on these niggas, one day, you know, the homie went over there and they took the homie life, bro, unfortunately, you know. But this dude came to jail, and this dude from Avalon now. And I ain't saying nothing about the Avalon, but what I'm saying is, though, you have dudes that have went to jail that was from nowhere, have went to jail and became something, and they got murders, bro. So who are we to sit up here and say, you killed this type of nigga, you got a murder, so you a real one. Or you didn't fought all these niggas, you're a real one. No, what makes you a real one in prison, when you go on these fucking yards and you stay down, and no matter what happened, bro, you remain you. When you get in front of any race, you can still be you. When you get in front of 6 homies on the yard, you can be you. When your homies get cracking, you showing up, being counted for, having your word, bro, having niggas to where something happened with you, and homie say, hey, say the homie Young Hog on here, right? Say for instance, Young Hog, right? You in the yard with me, and you a solid stand-up dude, right? And you know your word been everything. You do old depths. You know how to communicate. Say, look, bro, hey, I pay you tomorrow, my nigga. And niggas say, you know, I for sure. You not on the yard holding no niggas. You shaking this nigga. You trying to avoid this nigga. He writing you kites. You not responding to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you keep telling them tomorrow. You doing weird shit, right? So to where your word is not good, right? So now the nigga that you dealing with, right? We gonna say who he owe. You good, baby? We gonna say who you owe. Then we gonna look at the word. If someone get disrespected in there between them, we gonna look at who word is more credible, right? And then the word is more credible come from your conduct, your code of conduct in jail. So you mean to tell me you went to jail for a hot one? You fought some niggas in jail, but you on dope and your word ain't shit, and we supposed to think you a low. Man, get the fuck out of here. You nigga, your stupid ass gonna have all of us in the fucking hole while you still getting high in another prison. The fuck out of here, bro. Dead homies, it don't make it. So my whole thing is when niggas giving out game, give some game to the niggas about how they can hit the yard and still stay on yards, cuz. And you niggas that tapped out, give some game about how y'all niggas didn't stay down on the yards, bro. Y'all keep talking about y'all got dirty politics. The reason why a lot of y'all got dirty politics because a lot of y'all was playing dirty games. When it came down for your turn, you didn't know how to go to your homie and say, hey, look, bro, what's going on, bro? I don't know. I'm hearing whispers about me, my nigga. Whatever it is on Hoover, bro, I'm willing to make that right, and I'm willing to clear that shit up, bro. Hopefully, like, nigga, I'm with y'all, bro. I'm not against y'all. No, when y'all heard something about y'all went around to everybody and try to find out what group was against y'all. Read niggas vibe, playing little weird bitch games. So yeah, you deserve to get got. You getting off the yard. You playing games. You walking up to nigga. Hey, what they talking about? Hey, I heard. You playing a little bitch game in jail because you think that your nah, nigga. Jail don't listen. Politics. This how you beat politics in prison, bro. Your code of conduct beat the politics, right? Even if you is a good nigga, right? For instance, if you a good nigga, right? Let's say, hold on. Let's say you a solid nigga. Hold on, baby. Let me get my charger. All right, come on. Say if you a good nigga, right? And they do vote you out. Say for instance, they do vote you off the island. Right? They do get rid of you. Do you know the real ones? Is you know how many niggas they gonna lose in the process of playing with you, bro? Oh, hopefully, let's keep it G. Hold on, fat baby. Get my charger. Hold on. You gonna lose a lot of real ones because they gonna be like, damn, bro, the homie stayed down, the homie communication good. They gonna be like, damn, you know, the homie's a real one, bro. So niggas gonna be more on some type shit like, bro, we not even finna fuck with y'all niggas. We not standing with y'all. Y'all got rid of a solid homie, nigga. We ain't got too many of them. So it don't matter if a nigga vote you off the island and they do that, right? It don't matter. A lot of these niggas be flawed and they have shit on them and they bullshit. So they want to say, oh, they dirty politic me. It don't matter if they dirty politic you. If they dirty politic get you off the yard and your code of conduct right, in that prison, right? Everybody in that motherfucker's in trouble, bro. Listen, that's why I don't worry about no nigga do me, cuz I don't hope for niggas. When niggas like Triggerbird and I have encountered, you're not gonna hear no nigga say they was in prison with me and I owed them for some debts. You're not gonna hear niggas say they had to go turn me in for no homies. You're not gonna hear no niggas say I was a liar. You're not gonna hear niggas say I was a buster. You're not gonna hear niggas say niggas mark me out. None of that old weird shit, bro. I ain't going through none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because my code of conduct is everything in my name, bro. And I don't have time to be having my big homie question my code of conduct because I know anything happened to me, right? I want it to be like, nah, look, nah, young bird, like it's different. Like, nah, bro, that don't even sound right. I want niggas to be like, nah, the homie code of conduct is so different, right? To the other races will be mad. I'm hoping like, nah, bro. You know, when your code of conduct is right, it pisses off real niggas from everywhere. Cause I don't give a fuck if it's Mexicans. I don't give a fuck if it's white boys. I don't give a fuck if it's neighborhoods. I didn't see hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button, share, bro, on Hoover. Like, subscribe to me, hit that subscribe button on Hoover if you fucking with a nigga. But I'm like, I look at this shit and I'm like, bro, I've been on yards to where I've seen niggas do something to neighborhoods and I'm like, that's fucked up, cuz. On Hoover, like, Google, real nigga, bro. On GS, and I see the bitch ass niggas, and you know what I'm saying? They be high. They run around in groups and shit. And you got this one nigga, you know, his code of conduct good, bro. If he tell you gonna pay you, it's good. You know, if you see him out there and he talking to his homies, he approach a nigga, he gonna get cracking. Like, nigga good. You feel me? Look, if it's some bullshit in the game over a phone or something, he gonna come walk to you. Hey, bro, hey, what my homies do? He gonna come with the real shit like a real nigga. Like, he don't need 5 or 6 neighborhoods to come walk up to you to tell you none of that. He walking up by himself. What my homies do to you, bro? Hey, my bad, homie. And he's gonna go handle it, right? Them real niggas, they don't like them type of niggas, cuz they get rid of them type of niggas. Like, you know, a man that stand on his own, they don't like him alone. Like, they make him alone. So if you stand on your own, they make you alone. But it don't matter because you want niggas to be like, man, that's fucked up, bro. Fuck y'all niggas. I ain't fucking with none of y'all niggas, cuz. I ain't fucking with none of y'all. Just based on the fact y'all did the homie like that, I ain't fucking with none of y'all, bro. They don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, nah. So that's why I say, and then the niggas that's not there in the prison with you, when they hear about what they did to you, they gonna find out whoever was on the yard and they gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Like, you know what? That's fucked up how they did the real homie. If not, the real ones on the yard not gonna stand for it. And they gonna feel some type of way like, damn, they got rid of a groovy ass homie for no reason. And they gonna be sit up and they gonna be sitting miserably. They're gonna be sitting misery, like with the thought like, damn, I'm left with these bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like the code of conduct is everything, bro. And I just sit there and say that to say that a lot of these niggas talk about the 50 they tap out, but I only see people from the bad 50 side. Where's the good 50 side? Where's the one nigga say, you know what, nigga, I went over there, but I was active. I want a nigga to say, nigga, I was tearing shit up, but I got tired of tearing shit up. I got tired of standing on politics. I got tired of being standing on business and niggas not following up. I got tired of getting on this nigga. He go to another prison with some softer niggas and he's a nigga on the yard and these niggas ain't following up on nothing that I did. I'm tired of going out there risking myself and these niggas, they got life in prison and I got a date and I'm getting cracking and he talking about he about to go to board. The fuck? Nah, nigga, where them niggas at? They be like, you know what? I risked too much, so I went to the 50-50 yard because I risked too much for these niggas, and I realized I wasn't getting that. I don't see them. I only see niggas that's all bad speaking about all this shit that they did. Now, hopefully, like, listen, I'm not taking from no nigga with a story. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone with a story that's doing that. I get it. But I'm saying, though, the people on the street shouldn't be so motivated by things that don't matter in jail. Because what you done on the streets in jail, that shit do not matter, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about your crime unless you didn't tell or raped nobody or did no weird shit. Nobody really cares, bro. Who you killed, who you was. Only thing that does is bring the people that what you got coming. But niggas is not going around praising niggas about their cases. And with nobody don't give a fuck, bro. It put a target on you. But we're not going to prison and say, hey, on the streets, I'm from Hoover and I killed 5 niggas. And they're gonna say, yeah, he a low. They don't give a fuck about that. You got niggas that went to jail and killed niggas too. You got niggas who had little cases, went to jail, and caught a murder in jail. And you in this motherfucker with murder and you don't even want to catch a phone right up. A lot of these niggas do not want to write up, bro. Oh, hold up. I'm telling y'all, I know from experience. A lot of niggas do not want write-ups, bro. All these niggas that pop that hot shit on the internet asking, when was your last write-up? Not for no gang shit, not for no activities. Not for no, you had to get cracking because your career on the line. I'm talking about, where's your write-up to when the police is telling your ass like, yeah, Raylo, prime example, bro. Raylo was a prime example. But where's your okay. Hey, look. Like I say, niggas be popping that shit, bro. But where's your write-ups at on the yard when the police tell your ass to lock it the fuck up? When the police talk to you like you crazy. Like when the police talk to your ass like you crazy and they get at your ass like you like and you say, okay, yes, sir. And they say, then I'm gonna hit that fucking cell. What happened to niggas? Like, where's your write-ups like that? I don't hear nobody talking about how they got cracking on the police in prison. And it's sad because we talk about all day how they didn't give a fuck, how they lokes, how they don't care about this and that, right? But if you don't care so much, why you go to jail just to be a law-abiding citizen? You abiding by the jail CO politics, bro, and rules. They couldn't stand me, bro, in jail. COs couldn't stand me, nigga. I'm not listening to nothing you talking about. The fuck, nigga? I'm not listening to shit you're talking about. I never had no friendly CO. I ain't never had no friend. This nigga named Dodie was the only nigga that was cool because Dottie. And I'm gonna tell you why he was cool. I got caught in visiting with some shit, right? No, I got caught in visiting with some shit. He seen me in a hole with another bitch. So I got caught with another bitch, right? The bitch I got out, I was married to, right? But before he knew my first wife. So I got caught up, nigga, with some shit and visiting with another bitch, and also got out of there. And a year later, I was on family visits. This nigga was coming by at nighttime doing count time and seen me and was amazed, like, what the fuck? He said, that's the same. I said, nah, it's another bitch. He was like, dude, you okay? And on Hoover, the same thing about this nigga knew, he knew my crime TK. He said my crime he told me my crime saved him in prison. Something happened where the homies gonna get cracking on the police, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And somehow they respected the homie word. And the homie went big on the police, bro, and got on him. It was just a whole thing to where the homie was able to, you know what I'm saying? Look, bro, let me holler at my peoples, nigga. And he was able to do that. So I ain't never had no friendly ass police cop that was my friends. None of that shit. The whole 12 years, I don't do the police friendly shit. I don't play that shit. And if I go to that office, I'm bringing a homie with me. I'm not hanging out in no motherfucker office by myself. Only time I go to the counselor office, if y'all know me, is I'm doing a withdrawal slip to get money sent off my books. I don't play that. Like, you feel me? I got all my write-ups, nigga, where I was getting found guilty. I didn't go in there and cut a deal. None of that shit. I was already on LOP. I was on LOP and C over C, down there shit. When I first started prison, I went through my whole time on loss of program. Anybody know me, Triggerbird, that nigga stayed on LOP. Y'all been in prison with me on this motherfucker, y'all know, man. So tap in with the lows. Like I'm saying, though, I'm tired of hearing what niggas talking about what they was. Okay. Niggas talking about what they was and what they was on the streets, bro. Because only niggas on the streets give a fuck about what these niggas in jail was on the streets. That's why they sitting up here telling y'all niggas this shit. That's why they got y'all thinking that who they was on the streets was somebody, because they don't know who the fuck they is now. They done lost that. Only thing they holding on is to what I've done in the streets. So what? What you do now? What you do besides fighting somebody for your hood that you signed up for? What the fuck did you do in jail? What you do in jail? How many niggas that you got on because they was wrong with the homie, nigga? Like, you know what? They dirty politicking the homie. I'm finna go smash Groove. Hova. I don't give a fuck if he the leader or not. Hey, that's not right, bro. We own this nigga. Niggas don't do that. You niggas is torpedoes, and then when you niggas when they tired of making you niggas they torpedo, they get up on your ass, and now you be mad. When they ain't got when they can't use you no more, and you all used up. That's that Hova shit, nigga. They use y'all niggas up. You niggas get used up and get thrown to 50-50 yards, cuz. For real, that's C-foul, bro. Bro, listen, bro. No. No. I'm not talking about C-foul. I'm talking about their 115s. When the last time they get a write-up, they 115s. See? And then I'm talking the street shit I'm talking about. A lot of these niggas are still praising who they is from the streets. When you enter the world of prison in California, don't nobody give a fuck about what you did on the streets. Only thing matters what you done in jail. Period. I don't listen, bro. You know how many niggas is nobodies on the streets, but then when they get to prison, they politic, they get on homies, they go on missions, they stab shit, they keep a knife. The homies put the knives in their ass. They like, you know what I'm saying? They go busting for the homies, they're torpedoes, and they become somebody. Was nobody on the streets, and this is why a lot of niggas on the streets, I'm telling y'all, cuz, this is why a lot of niggas that's born and raised in their hoods be mad at niggas. Because a lot of niggas made their name in jail. A lot of niggas that made their name on the streets, it's hard for them to make names in jail because they're not like that. It's hard to hide you can't hide behind a gun. So in jail, you really have to have heart. It's not about who your family is from your hood. It's not about how many people that you done shot. Did nobody give a fuck about that. It's about your integrity, cuz how you stand on business. That's all it just come down to. Because if you start off with your integrity, and integrity is what you're doing, nobody looking, and how you stand on business. When a nigga tell you something, hey bro, do this, you be like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that. He know he can't even play with you because you're not going for no bullshit. And when other niggas hear you got done wrong, they gonna say, well, why y'all do the homie like that? Hey man, the homie, we told, no, what did y'all tell, cuz? It's more deeper than y'all just beating Groove up. What happened? Niggas know the homie's integrity is intact. Like, y'all had to disagree with something else. It's not just, nah, nigga, y'all had the homie trying to dirty politic and he wasn't doing that shit. Cub was standing on business. So I'm like, nah, nigga, I hope I ain't doing that. Nigga, that's out. And these niggas that's made themselves in jail get mad. So they might get mad at you and dirty politic you, and you a real one. You from your community. You ain't letting no nigga trick bag you. But they be niggas who make themselves up somebody in jail. They became somebody in jail, so they think they could tell a nigga like you something. No, nigga, it don't be like that. But it can be like that if you don't have integrity. Yeah, nigga gonna tell you. If he's standing on business, he a real one, and I don't give a fuck what walks of life he come from. Niggas gonna believe him. You feel me? I'm telling you, bro. So that's all I'm saying. And sometime, right, you can't help it. You can't help because a buster then came and made himself in jail. You know his cases, he done got beat. A lot of these niggas, they put themselves in jail because they was busters on the street and they homies forced them to go do something. They homies, you know what I'm saying? They homies then forced them to go catch a case, and then they come to jail and try to hold shit down. Yeah, but you still a buster. You know what I'm saying? But so you gotta have integrity. I don't give a fuck. In this game, it gotta be integrity, cuz that shit carries over in your conduct. Your code of conduct covers over everything. So when I be listening to these niggas that's in 50-50 yards, I'm like, damn, these niggas really not gonna talk about how they misconducted themselves to get over there. How they had an issue and they try to hide and stay in the cell for so long, nigga, until the issue came out instead of going to the yard. Like, bro, what's the issue with me, bro? On Hoover, nigga, I love this shit. It ain't me who ain't clearing it up. They don't do that. They hide. And then when they get high, they leave these yards, bro. And then they be on here popping about what they did to niggas on the streets. You still a bitch, though. I don't give a fuck about what they talking about. I ain't had no nigga do nothing to me on the streets, nigga. Unless I'm on the internet, bro. You would know. Fuck what a nigga talking about, bro. I ain't no nigga came out and said they slapped me, did nothing to me, knocked me out, beat my ass. None of that, bro. I done lost fights, yeah. I had a gang of them. But I'm waiting for a nigga to come out, bro, and be like, nah, fuck all that. I got up on that nigga. I'm waiting. On hope I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a nigga to say I owed him a drug debt. I'm waiting for a nigga to say, nigga, the homies had to fuck me up over there for some weird shit. You feel me? I'm waiting. And I just say all that to say that, bro, your code of conduct is everything. The last thing you ever do is want your homies to question you. You never want your homies to question your integrity. You can question everything else, but your homies should never question your integrity, bro, when you push through this shit. So make these niggas give up some game, bro. If not, tell them niggas to look, bro. What's your integrity card looking like? On Hoover, when you in that building, when you tell a nigga you gonna do something, do you do it? You know what I'm saying? Is you a liar? Or is you a manipulator? For real. You should dodge your game protocol for doing wrong against the set person. Word. It's just like, my whole thing is this though, right? Even if you get dirty politic, right, that's fine. Everybody get dirty politic. When sometimes it's jealousy. But when your code of conduct is right, people will push for you, bro. On Hoover, they'll push for you. I don't give a fuck if you get dirty politic or not. If listen, bro, right now, right? If you had kids, right? Like yeah, on Hoover for sure. If you had kids, right? And one of your kids, you know that they knew, like somebody knew your kid stole, right? They knew your kids had a previous situation with you where they stole something from you because you expressed that. And you take your kids to their house and something come up missing, they automatically say it's your kid. But you know for sure, you talk to your kid, your kid done did it before and they say, you know what, Dad, I did it, right? I fucked up, cuz, like, yeah, I did. I stole. Or your kid say, no, I didn't steal. But you can look your kid in the eye and know your kid lying to you. You seen your kid lie. You seen your kid deceive. You seen your kid manipulate, right? If your kid conduct wrong, you're not gonna question the people that's saying your kid stole, right? You're not. But if your kid be like, you know what, Dad, I fucked up. Can't nobody tell you shit about your kid. You gonna be like, nigga, I know if my baby got caught stealing, they gonna keep it G with me. Like, oh, I know when they lying. They're not used to running around manipulating. If they did, I know how to catch them up. But when somebody know that you're not right, it's easy for them to lie on you, cuz. And then when the minute that your homie question your integrity, the minute that you be questioned a little bit, that's that. Once they if a nigga say you gay, right? Once a nigga question, is this nigga really gay? And once your homies are the bitch, give you a little bit, come on, bro. Something about you that, you feel me? You know, these niggas on here be looking for gay signs for anywhere because they faggots anyway, right? But if your bitch, somebody close to you know, like, come on, bro, it's something in there, cuz. It's some type of something that you giving up to give off that persona for a motherfucker close to you to know that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you know a person conduct, you don't even play with them like that. And if you do, it's gonna be bullshit behind it. On Hoover, somebody can talk about your kids stealing, you talking to your kids, and you know for sure your kids say, Dad, I didn't do that. It's gonna be consequences. Stop lying on mine, bro. On Hoover. And if y'all did touch my kid and I come and I find out that y'all niggas did it on Hoover and they wasn't lying, it's repercussions and consequences, bro. On Hoover. Consequences and repercussions for sure. So that's all I'm saying, bro. The code of conduct gotta be right. So when these niggas be talking about, this nigga's a buster, I beat him up. Okay, let's get all past what you did. Let's get past your killing, Mr. Killer. Let's get past all this shit you did, how much money you got, how many bitches you fucked. How is your integrity? Are you a liar? Are you a manipulator? On Hoover, a lot of you niggas be manipulating niggas to think that y'all gangsters. Y'all niggas ain't even like that, bro. Y'all just manipulate people. Because a lot of people, I didn't see busters, nigga. I didn't see busters go fight an active nigga on Hoover and come back like he just, nigga, you got marked out and you got forced to fight that nigga and all of a sudden you act like you just got this groovy career. I didn't see niggas get forced to fight and won the fight and act like they had hands. Niggas a buster, nigga. I seen you get forced to fight. Just cause you can tell a story don't mean shit. You still a buster, cuz. So we need to get out of that. If a nigga ain't giving y'all some, if a nigga still ain't in the fight and giving y'all some game to keep going forward, a nigga's a buster, cuz. Period. You gotta still be in this fight, still in this race, still giving up game. You feel me? Would you if you betting on a horse, would you respect a horse that stopped running? Fuck no. But you gonna keep betting on that nigga? If you had a horse, you betting on a horse race on Hoover, would you keep betting on a horse that stopped running? Fuck no. I'm gonna keep betting on that horse that keep running, but he keep losing. So when he tell me I'm tired, I'm like, okay, Hoover, I got my winning off this motherfucker. I done ran this nigga to the dirt. Hoover, he can't run no more. But y'all keep betting on the horses. Y'all keep look. Y'all keep on betting on the horses that ain't got no run in them no more. They keep talking about, well, shit, nigga, nobody give a fuck about the coat. Nobody give a fuck about your you being a stallion. Don't nobody give a fuck about how you was breeded, bitch. You ain't won no race. You ain't won no races. Yeah, you won a couple of battles, nigga. You ain't won no war, nigga. We still in this motherfucker. And that's why I was telling niggas, right? The due diligence, bro, of a gangster, of a street nigga, right, is to go through all this, prosper out of it, and show the ones that still going through this ain't it, huh? You know what I'm saying? The veterans, the ones that been through this, say, you know what? I did everything I'm supposed to do, and this shit is not it. Them the ones I love, cuz I love hearing them stories. On Hoover, I love hearing the stories with them niggas that be like, I did all this shit for the game, and the game didn't do nothing. The game didn't beat me up. The game didn't fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just done. Like, I'm done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done. Cause, like, you know, I did all I can do for it. I can't do no more. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do it no more. I would love to hear that, cuz. Like, I admire them type of niggas, bro. You feel me? Any examples of what? Like homies like that? Well, you got all type of homies, bro, that's like that. Like, you got homies that's not out here, like my homie Big Daddy. Let's give an example, right? My homie Big Daddy. Big Daddy is low. Big Daddy caught a case that was a big case, bro. Him and Frog back in the day, right? They beat the case. Got out of jail. He made the decision that he wanted to go have a family, cuz. That nigga went having a family ever since. Good job right now. I think he worked for the city. I'm talking about beautiful person. We got the same birthday, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about good nigga, though. A low. If y'all know Big Daddy, y'all know. Big Daddy never got kicked in the ass, booted. He never got beat up. But I'm talking about, but he stayed so solid and for his whole career. He's been gone, Big Frog. So he's been gone for so long from the game angle. We respect Day Day. Nigga, you don't Hoover, nigga better not say nothing about my big homie, cuz. You get your ass. Nigga, what? Nigga can't play with Day Day, nigga. We don't play over Big Day Day, nigga. We do not play with Big Day Day, nigga. Big T-Bird, Big Day Day, nigga, Big C-Wheel, Lil C-Wheel, on Hoover, niggas like that, Chili, all the Chilies, niggas don't play with certain niggas. The homie, Junior Rock, on Hoover, nigga, who else? My nigga LJ, Lil John, so on Hoover, my nigga Vic, HIP, Big Jube, certain niggas we do not play over, bro. On Hoover, we don't play over, cuz. That's just what it is. The homies Looney, you feel me? On Hoover, Looney Tune. My homie Looney Tune is a loc, nigga. He a loc. My homie Looney Tune's a loc. Hoover. That nigga got money, nigga. That nigga don't be on no weird shit, bro. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, bro. Yeah, those reputables. But I'm not speaking about reputables. I'm speaking of my homies that didn't have to get booted in the ass and beat the fuck up to hold on to their integrity, cuz. I'm not speaking about no niggas that's tapped out. Like I keep talking about this horse. Hey, Hog, hey, what's up, Hebrew? Hey, Hog, you know what I'm talking about, Hog. When I said that these niggas betting on quarter horses, right? They betting on a horse that don't want to race no more. The nigga do not want to race no more. So when I hear all these niggas that be tapped out in the 50-50 yard, why we keep hearing from the bad side of the 50? Where's the good side of the 50? Where's the nigga that said, you know what? Nigga, we stayed down, nigga. I did so much on the yard. These bitch ass niggas ain't like that. Because a lot of these niggas on these level 4s don't want write-ups. On Hoover, I was the one that was getting write-ups. Nigga ask niggas, I squabbled nigga 3 weeks before I went home. Nigga play with me on Hoover. Nigga play me. I came out, nigga, on Hoover and got on his ass. The homie from Blackstones on Hoover. Baby Gumby. The nigga Halo. Nigga on Hoover. And this is my nigga, though. This is my little nigga. I love this little nigga, right? But, nigga, don't play with me because I'm going home. I will still fuck you up, cuz. On Hoover, I'll come out and still beat your ass, low. On Hoover. And he told me, he say, hey, I thought you was going home. You wasn't going. Nigga, on Hoover, I will fuck you up an hour before. I don't play like that on Hoover Street, cuz. I will fuck you up playing with me, nigga, on Hoover. Nigga, you play with me over my phone charger. Nigga, fuck wrong with you? Dead homie, I would beat your ass over this phone charger. I don't care about going home that bad. I spent 12 years getting my reputation. You think I'm gonna let you take a charger from me or tell me when you gonna give me my shit? I'm fucking you up, nigga. On Hoover, I don't play like that. Hey, so look, on Hoover, bro, this is facts. I ain't lying. On Hoover, that's why I said I'm still waiting for somebody to get on. I'm still waiting for these jail niggas to get on here and call me a buster, or I did some buster shit. They chased me on. I'm waiting for a nigga on the street said some shit. I'm just waiting for it, bro. Yeah, it ain't gonna never happen. You gonna see a bitch ass nigga hide behind a page popping it, but you're not gonna never see no face come out and say I marked that nigga out. That nigga's a hook. Shut up. You're not gonna hear it, cuz on Hoover. You're not gonna hear it. Hey, but look, I'm saying though, y'all keep betting on a quarter horse and these niggas giving up in the fight. I want to hear niggas like I say, my homie, I say example, Big Day Day. I'm talking about Big Fraud. I'm talking about Big T-Bird. I'm giving an example. Reason why I gave Big Day Day, because Day Day haven't been in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Big Bird, like, yeah, hope I'm crashing out with no, I'm crashing out with my respect, bro. It's respect. Like, don't feel like I shouldn't put my hands on you because you thought I was going home and you can play with something. I don't play like that, cuz. I hope I don't play like that. It tells you I was bullshit because I had a phone up until the last minute. So that tells you I didn't give a fuck. I was willing to give more time for a phone, knowing I'm finna go home in a couple of weeks. I didn't give a fuck, nigga. On Hoover, this Hoover. Hey, but look, now I said that I gave that example of the homies that's still in this fight because I love hearing the survival story of the real ones that say, you know what? I'm on a 50-50 yard, but I'm the one who stayed down, did my shit, and it's just time for me to go home, bro. I'm tired of being around these bitch ass niggas. I'm tired of smelling ass. I'm tired of spreading my cheeks. I'm tired of watching these weird niggas get stabbed. I'm tired of watching these bitch ass niggas having no integrity. I'm tired of thinking for niggas, because in jail, Big Bird should tell me, here's my setter, you gotta think for niggas. I'm like, fucking young. He the one put that in my head. Stop thinking like you can't, nigga, you need to think for niggas. You smart. So that always told me, cuz Hova, start, you ain't thinking for you. You gotta think for the people around you because they don't see what you see. And if you shut up and don't say nothing, you're gonna allow it to happen. On Hova, that's out. I'm not allowing that to happen. Nigga, on Hova, I see it, I'm calling you on it. Because you're not gonna put me in a situation. My name have more credibility than yours. So when they ask who was there and let it happen, he was there on Hova. And then I'm be more credible than you. And I didn't watch you do some bullshit. No. So make a long story short, I gave an example of Day Day and them because these are homies who caught a case. When he got out from there, he made a decision what he wanted to do. He never came back and landslided. He never came back and played. He never came back and try to make the little homies think he's bigger than what he was. My homies never did that, bro. But Day Day, he got out. He made a decision what he wanted. He had foundation that's solid. We love that nigga, bro. Good homie. If I need any advice and I know to run through, I'm running the Big Bird. I'm running the Day Day. I'm running my homie Little Dirty Red. I'm running, you feel me? The niggas that love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at homies that I love, bro, that I know got my best interest, bro, as a Hoover. And they did never fuck the game to allow me to question their word and integrity. And that would have come to when I said integrity. No matter what these niggas say on these phones, these jail niggas, where was your integrity at to get you where you at? Because your homies had to not see something in you.
What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? I'm back on this motherfucker though, man. On Word, had to. My shit died. My shit died. Hold on, my shit died. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's up with the peoples? I don't know if y'all was heard what I was saying though. Last thing I was talking about. Oh, hold the homie, nut, the homie, VP in this motherfucker, man. Shout out VP too. Hey, that's another homie, bro. Shout out to VP, man. Real shit. I don't know if you still on here. That's another good homie. That's another one to where I didn't have to wait to no weird shit. Like niggas just know what it is, bro. We know what's going on. We know what the solid ones, bro. We know the real ones. I hope we know the real ones. We know what the real ones going on. These niggas be quarter horses tapping out this race, trying to still be in this race and politics. Man, if you see a little nigga doing some weird shit, you make that nigga respected or get the fuck far away from you. Period. Nigga, you ain't about to be over here with that bad energy and no integrity shit. What's up? What's the deal? What's up? What's up, Fire? What's up? That shit do Fire 12? I don't know for what's up with the 50s though. What's the deal? What's the deal? Hey, I got them. What you call it too though? I got them. I got them. Let's see. Austin area. Oh, that's okay. Shout out to Austin, Texas. I'm first. Shout out to Austin, man. All the Texas, all my Texas partners. I fuck with Texas, man. I think right now, Texas, we in a good state of mind by having a communication with Texas, right, aligned. And I'm glad. Listen, I know y'all don't like the situation that's going on with Gunny and everybody, right? But this is what I want to tell the homies, right? The real ones, right? Since we all know that this is the issue and we in line with the same thing, why ain't nobody else stepping in and say, you know what? We in line with this, and we have ears open with our people because we have a camera on us, right? We have the camera on us. We have the people watching. Why can't we step up right now and say, you know what? This shit don't even matter, right? It matter. It matter y'all pushing the wrong thing. But, you know, when it comes to the homies to come together, right? That should be more preached and that should be more talked about, bro. That should be more pointed out coming together like that on Verge. That should be more pointed out coming together, bro. You know what? Like, okay, the line of communication open now because everybody know that there's an issue within our community. But now that this is open, you know, shit, what niggas gonna do now? How niggas gonna come out of that? Hey, I got these sweaters too, man. For y'all that was on my shit earlier, right? I don't know what set. I don't know what set you talking about. I don't know where you from. I'm always in the set. Hey, look, like I say, those y'all man, y'all send me them sizes, man. Send me them sizes on Hover. Send me the sizes. I got these. I got some other kind too on Hover that just got the what's the word out. You know what I'm saying? Spelt out. So send me the sizes for those in my super chat. I told y'all on Hover I got these sweaters. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking for nothing for these right here. It's just this is for my supporters, bro. This for the real ones. This for the real supporters, bro. This for my real ones, cuz. You feel me? Them for the real ones. Hey, but I was saying though, right? On Hover, speaking of something earlier, like about these niggas that's quarter horse niggas, bro. That niggas that act like they still in the fight with us, man. Is these niggas in the fight with us or not, bro? Like, what side do you niggas stand on, bro? For real, that's my question though. For all the old niggas that act like they ain't giving out no more game to the young niggas, what side do you really fucking stand on? Nigga, is you for us or you fucking against us? Even the little prevent shit, the whatever the fucking shit they got going on, even like the every little shit they got on, at least a nigga still preaching that stay together. Niggas still preaching that. It seem like everybody want to be the realest nigga. That's what I'm looking at. Hopefully, everybody want to be the realest nigga, the realest one in their sections. Fuck all that. You want to be the realest nigga in your section, bro. Nigga, teach them little niggas how not to go through the same good nigga. Hova could, nigga, on Verge, nigga, and didn't have to wait for no nigga to whoop his ass and do no weird shit. Tell me if y'all hear me. Let me know if y'all hear me. Ain't had no nigga whoop his ass, but we still love the homie and we still respect the homie. Like, nigga, we see the homie every day. A lot of niggas ain't never seen Big Daddy, but on Hova, just his name and his integrity alone. My homie VP, I see my homie VP on here. That's one of my older homies too, bro. That's one of my big homies. Y'all see the homie None on here. VP, that's one of my big homies. That ain't one of my older homies. None, one of my big homies, bro, because None is a true homie, bro. I'm talking about show a nigga, teach a nigga,
not funny acting, no, none of that weird shit, bro, on Hover. None of that old weird shit. It's like strictly like, nigga, you do, nigga, look, bro, nigga, on Hover. Nigga, if I do something wrong, I want all my niggas to tell me, cuz, nigga, I don't want to know your opinion, though, cause some niggas be hating. I want a nigga to say, I conducted my, like, if I conduct myself wrong, right, and I do something out of character, I want a nigga like, bro, that ain't even you, bro. I ain't talking about a nigga try to tell me how to live my motherfucking life. I'm not talking about a nigga that I don't need no nigga for spiritual guidance. I don't need none of that shit. I don't need a counselor. I don't need you, none of that shit, no boyfriends, none of that old weird shit niggas be on, right? Look, but if I conducted myself wrong and somewhere and you see me something better in me, hey, look, bro, I hope I ain't gonna lie. I think you kind of went okay, boom. I respect that from homies, you feel me? And when I'm doing something wrong, because I expect for a nigga to correct me if you my homie. The thing with the homies is, it's not that people don't want to be corrected. You niggas don't know how to accept a lot of rejection. Say, for instance, if a lot of these little niggas wanted to be corrected, right? I feel like a lot of older dudes don't like the fact of them being who they is and telling somebody something and not getting the results of niggas listening to them. So I think that's what makes people give up. But my whole thing is, though, don't ever stop giving up game to the youth, bro. If you see potential in a little nigga, I hate when I tell niggas that and they be like, man, I don't fuck none of these little niggas. It's not about you fucking with them. It's not about you dealing with them. It's not about you listening to them. It's about seeing you inside of a nigga, right? Integrity is what you do when nobody looking, bro. I sit in my car all the time and I watch homies and I watch certain shit they do and they don't even know I'm sitting there looking at them, right? So, oh shit, chilling. What's the deal? Man, giving us some game, bro. That's basically speaking about like the conduct, bro, on Hova, like just conduct, about how niggas said, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't be stingy with this game shit. That the ones that make it out of this shit, because we tired of listening to niggas in jail acting like they the ones. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Nobody want to hear about nothing you niggas did in jail. Don't nobody want to hear about who you niggas fought. Don't nobody want to hear about none of you niggas, what y'all niggas got going on. Why you tap out. Don't nobody want to hear from no 50-50 nigga that's a half-quarter horse. I'm not taking away from no nigga that's in jail that's a loke, right? I'm not taking away from no nigga that's in jail that's still thugging, right? I mean, that what they did in the county jail, right? This is my problem with the whole internet and jail niggas thing. We have became so bored out here on the fucking streets to where niggas is sitting up here praising niggas sitting on the bunk that's still telling the shit that we got still going. Like, god damn, like the ones that's on the bunk, we understand why y'all mad. We understand. What's up, Dulo? What's up, Dulo? On hope, what's up, Stretch? This another one of my homies, though. This another one of my homies. And we speaking about my homies, right? I had an example about Dede earlier, right? Because the nigga asked me, basically, I said, I'm tired of hearing about quarter horse niggas that tapped out in the game, and they preaching this chaos and demonic shit, right? I want to hear from the niggas that's made it out this motherfucker, that didn't have to get booted in the ass, and had to go turn nobody in, and do no weird shit to say, look, bro, this ain't it. On Hoover, like, I was looking at Spody Face shit, right? Shout out to Spody Face. Shout out to Spody Face from 40s, man. On Hoover, he sat down with Young Ant, but Spody Face was basically talking about, he's still in this fight. Cuz ain't never tapped out, did no weird shit, but he's so confident in himself and humble to know that I don't feel bad about telling another nigga go save a life. That's real nigga shit, bro. You niggas sit up on a bunk and you niggas sit in jail talking about fights that you didn't have, that you had to have. Man, a lot of these fights, bro, if y'all were to tell the whole story why they fought, it was off dope. It was off drug dope habits, got dope shit. Niggas was high, or they was high when they fought. Hey, these niggas is not waking up every day. Like, niggas be high on dope, having fun. They didn't talk, said so much shit in a unit to where everybody looking at for them to be the nigga that they keep acting like they is. So like, I just the times is different for me. Cause coming to jail is different because, like I say, I come from a time where what you did on the streets don't mean shit. Yeah, it means something, right? When the county jail from the streets, yeah. But like I was saying, when you hit prison yards, Everything you did in the county jail comes back to bite you in the ass. But everything you did on the streets means nothing. On Hoover, you cannot go to jail for triple murder right now. That's like Eric Holder. Eric Holder killed Nipsey. Do you think that nigga, he should get respect for killing Nipsey? And I'm telling you why he should get respect. He was called something out of his name that he wasn't. He stood down. Eric Holder did something that all you niggas say that y'all gonna do if somebody ever say something about you, right? He stood on business. He did exactly what a nigga's supposed to do. But he did it not to the wrong nigga. He did it to the right nigga. But niggas is loyal to the wrong cause. They're more loyal to Nipsey than they actually the gangbanging. In the gangbang culture, if you disrespect someone and you call them out his name, bro, you prepared for that. You signed yourself up to that. But because niggas is always following niggas instead of the rules, this is why it's so fucked up. That's why it's fucked up. Like, you niggas follow the messenger, but not the message. Like, fuck the messenger. I don't give a fuck about the messenger. You know how many messengers come through our life to tell us, to give us messages, bro? But you can't ever forget the message. If 30 niggas walk up to me and tell me I'm doing something wrong, do you think I'm finna not hear nothing they saying because the messenger? Fuck no. I'm gonna look at the message that's being told to me, bro. Listen, bro, you ain't doing some. So when we be listening to these niggas, and I made an example about this, bro, and in my comments, right, I get a lot of dudes that tell me like, man, damn, I never looked at it like that. And y'all let me hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, bro. And I was basically talking about how they keep talking about the mark of the beast is this implant shit. It's not the implant. The mark of the beast is the internet. The mark of the beast been here. Technology is the mark of the beast. It's not no implant. It's not that. From the beginning of the time, we allegedly bit an apple, what we gained knowledge from. When you open up a MacBook, it have a fucking apple on it that's bitten. That shows you that there's knowledge hidden in here because it's knowledge in the fruit, right? But they have an apple on the front that's bitten, that's saying that there's been a piece of knowledge taken out that can basically inform you of something. When you open up that and cut that on and you click on the video, it do exactly what Eve did when she bit the apple. You see how you be lost and niggas don't know what's going on in the world? But once you click that motherfucker click, you have two choices to believe if this the recipient. You know what I'm saying? And the connoisseur. You got the motherfucker that's listening, that's commentating, and you got the shit's going on, the shit's going on, people, right? So you have a chance right there to decipher right from wrong. If I go click on a nigga page that's talking about jail shit and give them no game, and all niggas talking about is fighting shit, you have a choice right there to decipher what you put in your brain and what you believe is right. Once you fight into it, once you bite into it, and you got an opinion on something that you watch that you shouldn't be watching, you did exactly what Adam and Eve did on Hoover. So that's why I say you got to be careful what you intake into your brain, bro. These computers is knowledge. When you click these likes and these subscribes, you putting in your mind what you want to download, bro. And a lot of this shit these niggas be saying don't make sense because it's like, who want to hear and who want a horse that dropped out the race? Who the fuck want a horse that dropped out the fucking race, bro? The tree of life. The tree of life. You got the tree of life and you got the fruit of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But when we open up these computers are the fruit of knowledge. Always remember that. You one click away from knowledge, bro. It depends on the recipient, what you get from what you hear. But there's a message in everything you hear on Hoover. Even if it's messy, whatever. That's why I said, what happened to these niggas that sit on these bunks? They need to be teaching niggas how to conduct themselves on the yards. All you niggas 50-50 that ain't got boop up and beat up, you need to tell niggas how to read the signs before you get your ass whooped. Because they say in prison, when it's your turn to go, you the last to know. So tell a nigga when you get the yard and you knowing, and everybody in their groups and they get real quiet, and your homies ain't talking to you, and you notice you walking around, you notice everybody's short talking, hey, what's up, my nigga? Hey, they give you these short daps and shit, and your homies piling up around you and walking towards you, but they looking like they ain't got no, like, you know what I'm saying? You got one person that's locking in on you because he's trying to distract you while everybody else act like they not paying attention. Like I say, when it's your turn to go, you're the last to know. So you niggas need to be imputing knowledge on how self-awareness in prison and how you can watch yourself on the yard and how you can shut the fuck up and not be saying a lot of shit. Because we see with Grapeface from Grape. He got on there, got exposed. He let Braves put him in a trick bag. Braves put that nigga in a trick bag all because of money. and then said he wasn't a real grape. No, you got fooled. He worked you out $1,000 and you try to turn him in, and you was mad because, and I don't know, I'm just dissecting what they saying. He was mad because he tried to tap in with real grapes that he know, and then he come to find out they can't do nothing to this nigga that got his money. So now he's frustrated. He probably owe people about to be in debt because he been talking too much on the leg. They can't wait for him to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, these niggas need to get these type of signs and warnings, bro. All these niggas, 50-50 niggas. You know what I'm saying? These signs of how not to get on dope, how you need to go to sleep and eat, and stop thinking that niggas against you, and then you come out and PC up, and then you go in the cages and lock it up and say, yo, save you, and you got help safety concerns. Let me tell y'all something about every nigga. Every nigga that PC up is snitch, is a snitch. Period. Every nigga that ever PC'd up was a snitch. Period. Let me go into details about that. When you on these yards and you PC up, you have to tell them that your life is in danger, bro. Even if you end up on an EOP yard, even if you end up over there, right? In order to leave any yard in prison, you gotta tell them that your life is in danger. So when you tell them your life is in danger, they're gonna say, where are you from? Well, they know where you're from. They're gonna say, who endangered you? They wanna know exactly who the fuck is endangering you and who the fuck gonna get you. And if you don't tell them that, they're gonna send your ass back to the yard and tell everybody on the yard you tried to leave. So this is why any nigga that's on these yards and they left yards, I hate when niggas say, ain't nobody did nothing to me, ain't nobody whooped me. Yeah, because you left. You bitch ass nigga, you left. You dropped the kite. Then you trying to say, nigga, nobody dropped a kite on you. Even if they did drop a kite on you, right? You have to agree to say, you know how many kites are dropped on me and they asked me was I all right for my concern? You know why? Because niggas owe me dope. They owe me money for my dope. And they want to get rid of me so they ain't got to pay me. Fuck all that. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. Nigga, I'm coming right back. Hope I'm coming back. And you gonna, and now, once they hit my motherfucking cell, I'm on every nigga that owe me. Cause I don't know what's going on around this motherfucker. You niggas better pay me. Dead homies. Fuck is you talking about? I'm tripping, nigga. You let a kite get dropped on me and niggas owe me some money. I'm coming back tripping. I'm collecting. Hopefully, nigga, I need phones. I need collateral. I need a TV. I need radios. I need J-Win speakers. Hover all that, nigga. Stop playing me, y'all. So that's why I be tripping when y'all be listening to niggas say, I didn't. Yes, you did tell. Because you had to tell the police you couldn't be on that yard. There ain't no paperwork behind it. We know that. But there's evidence when they come hit a nigga and you never come back. Yeah, on Hoover they gonna say it, bro. But this no. This what niggas do. This niggas do though, right? This niggas do. They not gonna put it in your file because you don't like. I don't know, but in California they don't put it in your file, bro. Like it's not they gonna say, oh, this nigga gonna give me. You have to do something to this nigga to get put in your file, right? It's not like, and this California. I'm speaking of the state of California. I'm talking about level 4s, right? If a nigga drop a kite on you, right? You see what I'm saying? I'm saying put it on file. Yeah, on Hoover, y'all. On Word. On Hoover. So, but it's like in California, you gonna write that kite, you gonna go to them cages, and they gonna be like, look, man, we got a kite, man. A lot of niggas, they gonna leave, go to the hole, they gonna go EOP, go crazy, and then they gonna go over there, but they gonna tell the police they don't know who dropped the kite on them, and they don't know what's going on, act like they don't know, but they gonna give a couple suggestions. They gonna come hit all them people's cells. He gonna go to the hole that night, next day or that day, they gonna go search some cells. They not even gonna, cause you ain't did nothing to him, but they gonna search your homies or search some people that might have attempt on your life, cause you gotta tell them something. If not, they gonna boot your bitch ass back to the yard and tell everybody he tried to leave. They gonna be like, cut tried to leave. So that's why I be like, bro, when niggas on here imputing this knowledge, bro, I want to hear niggas give real game. I want to hear niggas talk about how to survive a cell search. I know niggas still going through it, but just being prepared and know what to look for. Like how when they walk around, when they act like at 2 o'clock, they walking around doing a walkthrough, but really they got on gloves. They got on gloves. You feel me? Like shit like that. Like give up some real game, cuz stop talking about who niggas fault, what you seen. I don't, man. You run back in the cell, these niggas, man, shut the fuck up. Then you got S&Y niggas reminiscing and trying to live off their life, what they did in the past. Man, shut the fuck up. You on a 50-50 yard talking about going home, trying to live off what the fuck you did before you got there. Man, shut your ass up, bro. We don't want to hear that shit. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of entertaining that shit. I'm tired of people on the streets letting these niggas feel like they running y'all program because of the shit that y'all ain't taking into y'all brain every day. Like, what the fuck? This is entertainment? You mean to tell me a nigga that's over there with punks, that's with bad peoples, or a nigga that's sitting up in the cell telling all type of stories like a bitch in a salon, it's entertainment now? Come on, bro. These niggas supposed to be on the internet watching y'all niggas, and they supposed to be talking about how they can't wait to get out here and live certain life. I have yet to hear a nigga in jail speak about how they was working out here or how they plan to have shit going out here, or you feel me, on like certain shit and commentating about, you know what I'm saying, putting shit together and preparing themselves. I ain't heard no nigga sit on the bunk and talk about how they got businesses, they still preparing themselves every day. They going to school. You niggas don't even go to fucking school. You niggas don't go to no schools, cuz niggas sit to sell all day and make content from jail. Talk about fighting and bullshit, cuz nobody wanna hear that shit, nigga. You supposed to stay down. The fuck? You supposed to stay down wherever you from, cuz it ain't supposed to be no option about that. On Verge. Now y'all got dropouts. And y'all done gave all this entertainment to dropouts. Y'all crazy. Yeah, for real, for sure, they're gonna put that in your shit. I don't know, that was just my thoughts, cuz, like, on this shit, like, our entertainment have really become, you know, that's why I was saying Spody Face, and I was saying shout out to Spody Face, because I never thought for him to have the mindset he had, you know what I'm saying, for a nigga that's still in this race, that's still going, and still saying, you know what, we could do something better, cuz, you know, I ain't no hating ass nigga, so I ain't gonna take nothing from a nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not too many niggas that's still in this fighting this great fight, bro, in the race, that's gonna tell people, bro, go do something better with yourself. I'm tired of talking to homies and they saying, I ain't telling these little niggas nothing. Well, stay in the house. You ain't gonna tell them shit. How can you let somebody touch fire in front of you and don't tell them it's hot? Now, you do what you want after that. But I'm gonna keep telling your ass, I told you, don't touch that fire. I told your ass, don't touch that fire. You feel me? I told you don't touch that fire. That's all I'm saying, bro. On Hoover Street. So, 40 Face, he kind of like blew my mind with it, bro. And I'm speaking of him still being a real one that wasn't on no bullshit, that was still trying to preach what it was, bro, and making sure, you know, he ain't got no bullshit on his name. He ain't did no Buster shit. He ain't did no Mark shit. He a nigga that's from the other side, but he come from out this great fight, and he didn't have to wait to get kicked in the ass to tell niggas, bro, you could do something better. So I respect niggas like that. You know, making that own decision on their own, you know, because you got niggas out here that's 50-50, that's all bad, that's getting out here and they're preaching corruption, bro. These are the type of niggas we shouldn't be listening to. On Hoover, you a bad seed, cuz. You a bad seed. You know what I'm saying? You a bad seed, cuz. You niggas got the opportunity to tell a nigga right, but because you want to be the realest nigga around, you not gonna tell a nigga next to you, hey, don't do that, bro. That ain't right. Hey, do, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell a nigga what to do, but you can't withhold game from no niggas, bro, on Hoover. That's why I been saying, like, I made my shit, I'm like, that what happened to the real niggas? Because even all that shit on the internet going on, right? It's just, I understand that's why, but the niggas that's good, where is these niggas at that's letting them do it, cuz? Like, just letting them exploit and have all this, like, putting that shit out there to the world. And the people that's taking it. Who is Lil Gotti? I don't know Lil Gotti. Who is that? And you know what's crazy? So Turtle is 40 Face, right? So help me understand this, bro. Is Turtle 40 Face, Spody Face? Because I've been hearing about that name Turtle for a long time, bro. You feel me? I've been hearing about that name for a long time because he was in the county with me 2009. And he was over there with the homie Red Bang. That's Red Bang cousin. If I'm not mistaken, Spody Face is Red Bang cousin, bro. They was together in 2009 when Red Bang was on the case of Blue Rag, Baby Ragger. I never knew that he was Turtle. If that's Turtle on Hoover. If that's Turtle, cuz got a name. I know that name Turtle. I never heard of Spody Face. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't heard about him. But okay, yeah. He a real one then. I hope. Shout out to Turtle then. Oh, so look. Okay, so look. Let me tell you something, right? This what I can say about Sporty Face. I'm gonna tell you about Sporty Face, right? I'm gonna tell you about Sporty Face. Turtle. This Turtle. Well, in 2009, he was down there with my homie Red Bang. That's his folks, right? He know. This is one KD was in there, Fat KD. This is one Baby Nutty and what's the name was down there? The nigga, what's the name? P Boy. I got on Baby Nutty and shit in court. But he was at this time Red Bang HIP. He was on the case of Blue Rag. I think they had a gun case or a robbery or some shit like that. They was criminals or whatever. But make a long story short, they was together and Gruel was down there making sure the homies had some righteous fades. And Gruel was down there making sure it wasn't no weird shit on Hoover. And he wasn't down there just running on homies, cuz. He was making sure shit was straight. So that's one thing I can say about the name Turtle. I've never heard no foul shit with Gruel. On Hoover, I always heard fair shit. I heard Gruel squabbling. And I heard, you know what I'm saying? Always fair shit. I ain't never heard no bullshit about Groove. On Hove I did. Yeah, I'm a fake gangster. Hell yeah, I'm from Hove. I'm a criminal. I'm straight, bro. I don't orchestrate fight with enemies. If it happen, it happen. I don't set up fight with enemies, bro. I only set up fight with my homies. Enemies don't get no set up fight. Over. Hey, but that nigga Sporty Face, I can say that nigga on Hover, cuz no. He heard of my name down there at the time because me and TK was crying me. And at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I used to go to court with Red Bang and them, but I could say that's Red Bang cousin for sure. It was together. So I always heard good. Sporty Face, I never heard of Sporty Face. I hope I never did. That was kind of like new to me. So I never really had no input on none of them. But yeah. Hey, look. How the fuck is 4Extra mad at Sporty Face for sitting down with Ant and being who he is? From what I know, Sporty Face, I always heard of Sporty Face being the type of nigga that he sat down is. That's why right now the name Turtle and Sporty Face, it makes sense because Sporty Face always been that type of nigga. Like, he always been that type of nigga that you feel me? His name always stood on some real shit. So hearing him speak, I'm like, okay, I like this nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? So hearing it makes sense. So hearing his name, he always stood on business and had like a certain type of push in the county jail. He wasn't fucking over homies. He wasn't doing weird shit on Hova. Gru was around homies. Gru was staying solid. I never heard nothing bad about Gru. So, you know what I'm saying? For him to have to still be in the fight, bro, and had a state of mind, I understand where that came from. I thought Sporty Face was just some nigga running around with 4Extra that was extra the fuck out, but he had a little common sense. But I see that's Turtle. Now I can hear the elevation and development and why he feel the way he feel. Because his name on Hoover, because his name ain't never been weird, cuz I ain't never heard no weird shit in cuz name. 4Extra, all the niggas booty and shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard no weird shit with Sporty Face and niggas asses and shit. But yeah, cuz probably mad, but it's like, you understand, bro, look. He just went with Big Sad. He sat down with Big Sad. 4Extra can't be mad at nobody. Cuz sat down with a Hoover. He sat down with an A-Tray gangster. He sat down with a Trey from Insane. He sat down with a gangster from West LA. Right? What the fuck is he mad about? I don't know 4Extra. That's about the nigga that carrot shit that he allegedly had his name into. You know what I'm saying? But far as him being a gang banger, and far as him being who he is and where he's from his community, on Hoover, he's one of the niggas that was pushing that shit hard. I ain't gonna sit there and act like because the nigga hand fucked up, the nigga's a buster. He ain't no buster. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for him to be who he say he is, he should have had a bigger voice. And he sounded more like, he was more like trying to be follow up and be something he wanted people to look at as far as being a voice, bro. And if you got him and a nigga like Turtle together, they could have been way more, bro. 4Extra is the 4Extra. I fuck with the 4Extra now. I fuck with the 4Extra now. The nigga that got a child, the nigga that's showing that side, you feel me? He should have been that nigga with his hand. He should have been that nigga changing the county jail. Listen, 4Extra had a chance to do something that nobody ever did. He could have changed the county jail. He could have changed the county jail. Let me tell you why. He was first on the internet, right? That was going back and forth to the county jail, right? Before he got off parole, he could have been a nigga that changed how niggas get fades. He could have changed how the intake, because he from one of the biggest gang neighborhood, bro, and he had a big influence. So he could have changed that shit. You feel me? To where right now, him not going, it could have been based on the rules and what they know. We not doing no weird shit because my name attached to some carrot shit. That shit is out. We ain't doing that no more, bro. Because I ain't got to let my name be attached, and I'm tripping on homies that do it. We out on Hoover. That's over with on Verse. Like, he never try to take advantage of what he had in front of him, bro. Like, okay, yeah, the fight shit, but you was going to jail, bro. So without the content, without you going to jail, popping that shit, nobody really want to hear that shit. Now you gotta like dumb it down, and you baby understand you got one hand. Now understand, nigga, you have your whole life ahead of you. You had a whole world in front of you that you had in the palm of your hand that you fucking blew off. Shit, you let it slip right through the fucking palm that blew off. Now, just imagine if Spody Face sat down with Ant like he did, right? That's why I say 4Extra can't be mad. He gotta respect it, bro, because he didn't got money with Big Sad, supposed to be all bad, allegedly they got going, and he's a gangster. He sat down with 607 Unc that was from Hoover. He sat down with Ant. I mean, not Ant. He sat down with what's the name them? DW Flame and his brother that's a Trey. He just sat down with Hoover's all type of shit. So, what is he mad about? Hoover. Like I say, before his hand blew off, he should have got together with Turtle. I didn't know that Turtle was. What's up, damn homie? What's the deal? Shout out to damn homie too. Go subscribe to her shit on Verge. Hey, but he should have been that nigga that he is now, cuz on Hoover, he could have changed the whole county jail on how niggas conduct shit. But he kept that shit going with our homies. You know what I'm saying? And Crip Ma, this the Crip, man, come on, bro, that shit don't last long. Now your hand gone. So I fuck with Spody Face for sure, because I didn't know Spody Face was Turtle until I just found that out on my live right now, right? And that nigga name was always attached. So they cousins and they always together. He should have played a bigger role, bro, on Hoover. Now, nigga. I mean, yeah, but shit, you can't get mad, nigga. You ain't got a bag with Big Sad. Adam didn't do nothing. Like, Adam didn't owe you no loyalty. The fuck, you content at this point. If you can't come get content with me, you're content, basically. So you can't really get mad, bro. What is he mad about? But shout out to Young Ant and shout out to that nigga Spody Face for being able to sit down and have that conversation, because that was a more intellectual conversation. Like I keep saying, I love the fact that Spody Face, like I'm finding out he Turtle. Now I understand why he got the state of mind he have, because he been having a voice in this race on that, because he, from what I hear, his name has always been attached to some fair shit, bro. So now I see why it is. I was like, damn, I like this nigga Spody Face. But okay, now seeing he Turtle, it makes sense on why he pushed the way he pushed. And if 4Extra and him would have came together soon before his hand was fucked off, and 4Extra could have been that type of nigga, I think that they could have made a little more. 4Extra could have made a little more change. And you know what I'm saying? The community. On Hoover, he could have. Now, you got all these niggas sitting, like you said, and shout out to damn homie shit, but damn homie, we talking about the motherfucker that's still in the race, and he's a prime example of the people that's still in the race. If this great fight that didn't wait till they was beat up, booted in the ass, they didn't wait till none of that shit, the integrity was on the line, they didn't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He just understand that this ain't it. And like I say, I got homies that be every day in the city. I got homies that be out here, but they're not willing to sit up there and teach niggas. It's more than just sitting around telling you what niggas ain't doing. You got to consistently drill something in the nigga head. I drill them and tell them, but you got to say, look, bro, you going to, you could do this too. And it ain't nothing like hearing about niggas that's still going in the race, bro. Hope I'm not finna keep putting money on a horse that fucking dropped out the race, that keep stop running. What the fuck you keep stop running, nigga? Every time I put your bitch ass in a good race, in the biggest race of your life, your ass see something in the road and want to stop, you better jump over it. There's hurdles in the road. Keep jumping over that shit on hover. Keep going until you get to the end. Don't tell me you tired of then pony around this motherfucker, prancing, looking cute, talk about no shit that you did back in your last race. We don't want to hear that shit, because at the end of the day, bro, everybody know, anybody with intelligence know, when you get to prison, nothing that you did matters. That's all I'm saying, bro. Don't nothing fucking matters. So we got to stop sitting up on these streets, letting these niggas in jail influence our intake on not common knowledge, when we know that once you get locked up and go to prison, nothing what the fuck you did on the streets even matters no more. Nobody respects you off that. They only give a fuck about what you did when you hit the yard. And this is why a lot of niggas get to that yard and they don't know how to survive and they don't know how to go forward with themselves because they never found themselves. On Hova, they got high as fuck, drunk, got busted out, went and caught a case, got all this fucking time, went to the county jail, stayed down, got to that yard where it's more quieter, it's more serious, and they have to be more people, and they don't know how to be people. So when they get on these yards and they come to everyday common shit like having etiquette, like your cell etiquette, or not having these drug habits, or learning how to communicate, or keeping your word, they can't do that shit. They can't function every day by keeping their word. They can't function in a small space every day having integrity. They can just go through dorm to dorm fighting niggas. Dorm. That shit is out, bro. Hopefully, that's why I say I'm still waiting for a nigga to go in there and say I did some busted shit. They chased me out of a dorm, choked me out, beat me up, slap any type of, I didn't want to fight, none of that shit, bro. They see me on the yard, the homies booted me in the ass. I had meetings on me on drug debt. I'm still waiting for some shit like that. You're not gonna hear it. So that's why I respect all the ones that's still in the race and still going, bro. And we understand, like, damn, you gotta tell niggas, look, bro, hopefully you keep going. Those who want to be in this great fight, man, you keep going, you be great. But it ain't nothing in the head for this shit, bro. And you ain't gotta wait till it's all bad for you to sit there and figure that shit out. Dear homies, it be different. Yeah, bro. Listen, when you on the yard, cuz, every day you gotta be a person. You gotta have integrity. You gotta keep your word. Because niggas is watching football games. Niggas betting on their ass. They doing shit, they don't got no money. They talking, they riding these kites, they high. You know what I'm saying? They acting weird. They got skeletons in their closet. So every day when it comes for them to be a person, they don't know how to fucking do that. And that's why they need medication to cope. But really the medication should just be your homies telling like, look, bro, look, when I was in prison, bro, Hova, tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong, right? And everybody handles shit different, you know what I'm saying? But I always, no, I can't, like, even when my mom passed away, I was always fucked up. I didn't know how to express myself. I never started talking about my mom death until I got to prison. That's why a lot of my niggas that grew up with me didn't know my mama was dead. A lot of niggas that grew up with me, bro, they thought my mama just wasn't around. They ain't know. They ain't know my mom passed away. They ain't know my daddy was in my life. Ask these niggas, bro. Ask the homies, bro. Only niggas that knew I had a dad like that was the older homies that grew up around my pops, and they see me walking around with the younger homies, and they pull over, like, vamping them, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, H-Wood and them, like, man, what you doing? Big Jube and them, niggas like that. Niggas know my pops, like, nigga, Lil Will, like, niggas know my pops, shit. Like, what you, nigga, Baby CC, these niggas know my dad. It'd be different. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, all right, boom, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Other than that, it's like, nigga, shit. I don't know. This shit kind of be different, bro. So niggas gotta, like, learn how to still. Let me turn right here. My bad. I need this parking space for sure on this side. Niggas don't know how to be a person, man. Not to have no fucking integrity. So we gotta teach these little niggas how to have some integrity, bro. Don't give up. And teach these niggas how to stay in the great fight. And the great fight is not throwing their life away. It's understand you got a life before you throw it away, bro. Don't wait till these niggas beat your ass. Don't wait till somebody do some weird shit to you. Don't wait till you got some gay or snitch out of here. Don't do that, bro. Like, when you still good in this fight, go get you some good example of some niggas that's still out here fighting the great fight, bro. That's gonna tell you, look, bro, that's not right. And I'm an example of that. Like AD, shout out to AD from 6-0. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about homie Day Day and niggas like that, big, like, it's niggas out here that really didn't have to go through all the shit that we went through or y'all going through to tell y'all it's not right. And those who do and that's made it out of that, y'all niggas is fucked up and y'all niggas hoe ass niggas are not tell these little niggas the game, bro. When you make it out, you ain't gotta go tell them go pick up a gun. You tell that motherfucker like this, nigga, I'm a prime example of doing all the time. I had life in jail. I got out, I got a job. All I did was do all this bullshit to do what I was supposed to do from the beginning. And I still see that these niggas don't give a fuck. So go live your life. Yes, he don't listen, that's fine, bro. You ain't gotta beat it in there. These niggas don't listen. If they don't listen, that's fine. When you teach a class in school, not every kid gonna get it. That's why they got special education. It's hard because everybody taught different. Some people hands-on, some people you gotta keep putting in their head. But I know one thing, if you tell a nigga something right and you get around so many of the wrong examples, you gonna always pop up. That's why my little homies see me and they be like, what's up, bro? They see a nigga, I see nothing. Every time I see my little nigga, they gonna walk up to the car, I'm jumping out and I'm hugging them. What's up, little nigga, you good? And I'm trying to give them some game. Hey, be careful. You feel me? It's not about, nah, nigga, okay, you ain't got a thing on you, my little nigga. Don't be hanging around here. Come on, you need a ride? Come on, get in the car. You wanna smoke? That's what it is. I'm not scared to put a little nigga in my car and say, come on, little nigga, let's go. Because on Hova, somebody could have just passed by and almost take this boy life. But while he in my car and he got 10 minutes of his time, I'm going to tell him, look, bro, y'all know y'all need, man, get some money, look. And I'm going to tell him some little plays. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, look, on Hova, that's how it work, cuz. But niggas be scared to put little niggas in their car. They be scared to give them some game. Fuck that. The reason why the world is like that now, because the examples that y'all giving is from all the niggas that's bad. And the niggas that's bad got enough common sense to tell the little niggas. The difference is, though, they're mixing their bullshit and they don't have good examples in front of them to show them. Because they still losing and trying to stay in a great fight. So we need more of the niggas that's out here consistently, bro. Consistently. Don't give up on showing these little niggas. I don't give a fuck if they don't listen. They not there for y'all to be telling them what to do. That was just my whole thing with my live today. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? We always talk about the young niggas and shit fucking up. It be the old niggas that's been out here that ain't never did no time, that watch this shit go by. I know if I see a nigga about to rob an old lady or do some weird shit, and I'm not saying that because they ain't never take this and flip it. It's just an example. If I see a nigga out here about to rob an old lady and I'm sitting in the car watch you, I'm saying, look, nigga, don't do that. You got aunties, you got family, nigga. Ooh, give him some game. You need some money? Come here. I'm gonna put him in my car and I'm gonna give him a hustle, bro. I'm not finna sit up there and watch him crash out and then sit up there and talk about him. No, bitch, I need young niggas ooh, or bash. Nah, bro, Hova. If I'm gonna tell you to stop, let me teach you how to get that money you about to rob and I'm gonna tell you how you about to throw your life away about doing something to this lady, because if she don't give her shit up, she might fall and hit her head on the ground. This lady hit her head on the ground, now you got murdered. It's just certain shit like that. It's not in that context, but I'm telling you, this is the repercussions when niggas don't get them little niggas game, cuz. Stop withholding the game. Stop gatekeeping. Niggas be gatekeeping the game. The fuck? Y'all niggas be gatekeeping the game, bro. Give niggas the real game. Y'all niggas sitting in prison, telling people how to read when they walk around and you got a phone and you can read them people putting on their gloves and they giving each other eye contact and they come running that motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Give some game about that type shit, bro. I want to hear niggas talk about how you can read a yard or how you can't walk through a certain shower shit and you know what I'm saying? How certain days change and the disrespect. Niggas be bashing the Mexicans, bro, but it's like y'all be respecting the motherfuckers in there. Y'all don't play with the Mexicans in there. Tell the people how y'all niggas bow down to the Mexicans in that motherfucker. That's what y'all don't talk about. They be mad at the Mexicans for the 50-50 shit, but y'all niggas be bowing down. And have to, what I learned about prison, it's not no shot at no essay. Shout out to my Southsiders and North thing was right. But one thing I learned about level 4 prison, bro, I learned that damn, half the dudes that got shot callers be on drugs. They all on dope. This is why it's ran the way it ran. It's not them, it's go for blacks, it's go for all races, bro. Look at all races, my nigga. Half the shot callers on dope. That's why they're able to be persuaded and shit goes on like that in prison. Because it's just dope. Niggas so passive because the dope. They all high. Dead homies. All of them high. I see a nigga Southside to get out the hole, nigga, for 10 years, 15 years. As soon as he get out the motherfucking hole, he getting high. He having a time in his life. He don't even want the yard. He got somebody else running the yard, but he just in the cell all day getting high as a motherfucker. That's all he want to do is get high. Dead homies. You be like, damn, how the fuck I'm going to report somebody how to turn him in when the nigga getting high too? They people's getting high. So how the fuck I'm going to turn him in? So they just don't be going for blacks. This shit going all type of different races, bro. But niggas be bottling shit down and they more passive. Because a lot of these niggas, it be over the dope on Hova. Niggas will do anything for dope. For sure. So tell these niggas how to keep standing this fight, this great fight that we keep fighting, cuz. We don't want no quarter horse ass niggas. Still trying to tell us how to run this track. Just out, nigga. Step your ass to the side. Get a new breed. Tell these little niggas, bro, on Hova, sit to the side, nigga, get some bread. Get some bread down. Niggas will argue with me, because I'm telling them, keep on telling the little niggas was right. They don't like that shit. Nah, real, hey, that's real shit. Free game, bro. Another thing too, right? Another thing too, though. Niggas don't talk about how when you sit in the child hall, you got to be careful on what tables that they sit you at. You feel me? How Mexicans set up, because they all stick together. So sometimes you got to walk through that motherfucker, put your back against the wall and let niggas walk. It's just all type of shit you got to watch for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even just walking to pictures, like, niggas be like, it's so much game that niggas in jail can be given to young dudes so they can stay out of jail. Like, they don't tell them how they make you open your ass. You on a level 4? You know how many times you spread your ass cheeks? You know how many times, bro? This is why, bro, I preach, bro. Like, I used to call niggas hand spread them. Like, nigga, I don't shake niggas hand prison, because you might smell like spread them, nigga. And they gonna tell you to spread the motherfuckers. When you go to visit, you gotta spread your cheeks. When you get and they search that cell, sir, you gonna spread them cheeks. Put them shots, you gonna set. When you go to the yard, you gonna get naked. Sometimes they be like, man, this nigga going up, come here. They put you in the shower, you want to spread. Or not, you gotta get out there naked. Who the fuck wanna be around a gang of men naked? Before you go in that building, they're gonna make you take off all your clothes and walk through the building with no clothes on. Before you go outside, you gotta take all your clothes off. Not ass or naked, but you gotta be in your drawers walking with men. Come on, bro. It's just certain things that be like, they don't even talk about. Like, that shit is weird, bro. Niggas sit up making content, but if you gonna make content about shit, make some shit about some real shit, bro. Because it's niggas out here that's like, they can't wait to go to jail. They acting like jail is just, and that fucks up the younger brain, because when they see niggas in jail going viral, sitting up on a bunk, talking about bullshit and fights, only thing they looking at is this: I'm gonna get out here, do some stupid shit, fuck my life up, stay down, stay solid, go to the county, catch a gang of fights, go to the pen, buy me a phone, and make content and tell everybody business that I did this experience to. That ain't the goal. And I'm gonna get all the packages I want, and I'm gonna buy another phone, as long as I can keep a phone to talk about everybody business in jail, what they going through. A lot of these niggas done changed their life. A lot of these niggas don't even want to be that person no more. A lot of these people, bro, that's why a lot of niggas that's made it through this shit don't even want to talk. Because it's like, nigga, that shit regular to them niggas. Like, being like a solid nigga be regular to these niggas. And it ain't no turn on about it. It's the turn off when a lot of these niggas like still praising it. Like, real niggas, bro, they out here like, ain't nobody still praising that shit. They like, they trying to detach themselves. So I think that's where the fucked up shit in the community too. These older niggas is not willing to teach niggas, and a lot of these niggas sitting up in jail making it okay to go out there and fuck up, catch a crime, stay solid, but come in jail long enough to tell everybody business and make some content and fuck up the world and become entertainment. And you can drop out, and if you do drop out, you can still go make content. So either whether you drop out, whether you get life in jail, whether you do anything, all you gotta do is get a phone and talk about it. Fuck no. That can't be the goal. That can't be the American dream. Like, it's looking like, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, bro. Is that the American dream right now? Keep it G. Tell me that's the American dream right now. Stay solid enough to go to jail and get a phone, right? Yeah, bro, but on hope that's the American dream. So you can sit up here and catch these cases just to stay solid enough to go through all these experiences, to sit up on a bunk and buy a phone and talk and preach about it. Like, that shit spread fucked up content, especially when, perceptions out here in this world, especially when you got older niggas that's not out here willing to keep on telling these little niggas that ain't the way to go. Just imagine, like, I hear niggas be talking about, oh, I see y'all going viral, and they talk about niggas like, and every nigga that's going viral be bad, and it be bad content. It's like damn, made me be cautious. Like, damn, cuz I don't want to be known, and for a nigga to be like, oh, the homie going viral, but the shit I'm going viral for is putting these niggas in jail, and that ain't even where I'm trying to go, bro. If I go there, I'm gonna be the best that I gotta be, like I've always been. But that's not the road at the end that a nigga is leading down that tunnel. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I do go to jail, be an example of, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do what the homie just did. He's another one that did it. Don't hope to be that example. But to sit up there and spread that and preach it, that can't be the American dream. That can't be the gangbanger dream. It's to go to jail, get a phone, and survive this shit long enough just to tell the content on the phone. Like, that's not the American dream, cuz. On hope. Like, that can't be it, cuz. So that's why I say I respect the ones that's still in this fight, that's still going through it, that's still teaching niggas. Like, you ain't gotta be a buster or mark out or get all that time to do something right, bro. On Hoover, like, that's what it is, bro. We all still fighting, cuz. Everybody still fighting. They gotta do something different. The nigga asked earlier what I do. Nigga, I work, nigga, all type of shit. I didn't have trucks come. Anybody know me know I done had trucks, and it said whether whatever I was doing with myself I always made myself available to have that. It's my shit. So I had always been in a position to do what I want with my shit. It's my shit. I'm out this motherfucker though, man. I gotta get dressed and shit. For sure. Man, tap into my live though. I hope y'all on this motherfucker, like, subscribe, and comment, bro. I hope. Tell me what y'all think about that shit. I hope. Do y'all think the niggas, they do diligence to teach young niggas still? Or y'all think it's just over with because the old niggas want to